always have a plan. Execute your plan. Don't deviate from your plan. All right. And people are asking me about TRVL. Let's go to TRVL. Today, someone asked me about TRVL. Let's go straight to TRVL. You know what they asked me? They asked me, are you selling? I said, no. I can clearly see that the price is pulling back. Yeah, it's very easy to see that the price is pulling back. Yeah. We're at this kind of local high. There's a little, it looks like the price wants to pull back. Am I selling? No, I'm not selling. Why not? Because this is not my plan. Yeah, this is not my plan. My plan wasn't to sell at 7.8 cents. Does that make sense? It doesn't really matter whether it's a good place to buy and sell. All that matters when you're trading is executing your plan. Yeah. So I have a plan for accumulation, and I have a plan for exit, and I have a plan for taking profit, and my plan is the higher time frame. Okay, I'm just going to execute my plan. I'm not going to deviate from my plan. I don't really care if the price now comes back down to 2.7 cents. I'll buy more. You know, I'm not fussed. I've got cash ready to buy more. I'm ready to buy the dip. I'm selling properties. I'm going to buy more TRVL. Wait, when the sale goes through, I don't really care about the price, actually, because I still think we're in the lows. Yeah, if people are selling, fine, let the price come down. I'm not really fast. If you want to sell TRVL, sell it. I'll buy it. I'm buying. It's not a big deal. I'm really not fussed. If people are desperate to panic because the price goes down 5%, 10% on low volume, and you want to sell, I'll buy. I'm not really fussed about these kind of minuscule price fluctuations. I've been tracking this token since launch. I'm not just going to sell now after, you know, I've been tracking this token since the launch. What is this? This is the Bybit launch. When did it launch? This is the 3-day chart. We go to the daily chart. How many days is that? 834 days. I've been tracking this token for 8. I'm not going to sell now. We're still in the lows. I'm selling the highs. My target's $5, $6, $9, $21, $23. Why would I sell it? 7.9 cents. It's madness. I'm not going to do it. And I'm certainly not going to sell this before any kind of major exchange launches, which are happening sometime, hopefully this year. Who knows when, but that's on the cards. To me, the price action is still bullish. Okay, you might think that just because we've pumped from the lows, potentially you could argue we've come up. It's not 300%. Some people could take profit. You know, that's fine if people want to do that. But I've got higher targets in mind. If we get back up to from the current price just to the all-time high, we're still looking at a it's like a 20x. So every dollar that you sell, you're losing potentially $20 and get back to the all-time high. You're not really you're losing those gains by selling now. So then the next question is going to be, do you trade? And yeah, you can trade. I think the problem I find with TRVL right now is the low volume. Yeah, and I can't lie about what I'm seeing. Yeah, so it's not very easy to trade large amounts of TRVL without moving the price unless the volume increases. And I don't think the volume, I think the price needs to go up for the volume to increase, because that's when people are more likely to sell. Okay, and then that's when more people are likely to buy, because people always become bullish as the price goes up. If we suddenly start trading up at $1 or $2 or whatever, people are going to get really bullish and they're going to start buying more. And I'm not talking about maybe the people who are hodling TRVL, they might eat too, but I'm talking about the wider market. The wider market has a warped perception of how to buy and sell, and they're only really interested in buying tokens when they're pumping in the highs or in price discovery. So in the future, when the price does reach those higher numbers, I do imagine the volume will increase, and then it'll be a lot easier to trade. And then I'm going to start trading TRVL. And also in the future, if and when TRVL is launched on some kind of derivatives platform or product, then that'll be a lot easier to trade it rather than trading spot. I'm not a fan of trading spot, to be honest with you. And so, yeah, so whatever. I mean, if people want to sell, I'm not really fussed. If people want to bring the price down, it just gives me and others an opportunity to buy more at lower prices. Now, how would you buy more at lower prices? Well, I don't really see the price collapsing right now. That's, you know, that I don't know why people are desperate to sell, because if you look at the price action on TRVL, and I know Bitcoin is driving the market, and I am slightly, am I biased? Well, you could argue that I'm a little bit biased, but at the same time, what I'm looking at, let's just be very objective and just let's look at the charts. Okay, let's just focus on the technical aspects of TRVL. Which chart to use? Well, let me just use MEX. It's not a big deal. I'll just use MEX. They're all pretty much on saying the same thing. And don't forget, with TRVL, we've got a major tokenomics document being released this week. If you want to sell. Anyway, so let me just get my big levels up. Hold on, let me see where they are. I'm gonna have to clean up my charts actually, because there's too much stuff. I haven't had time to do that. I've been streaming for I'm streaming too much. I need to stop streaming. Do some house cleaning. So look, this is my higher time frame. Let me hide that one. This is my higher time frame fib levels, right? So I think in the context of the current price action and in the context of this higher time frame, if for some unknown reasons that I don't know, because people for some reason decide to sell, it's possible. I'm not saying that it's not possible. The price goes down to 5.5 cents. That's a really amazing buy, okay? Because that will be a back test of a 236 higher time frame fib level at 5.5 cents. Yeah. So if for some reason Bitcoin causes a panic and the price goes down there, I'm not saying catch a falling knife, but that will be a really amazing opportunity. Okay. And that would be a really good place to buy it and fill your bags. Yeah. And that will also still be a higher low potentially, because you still have this higher low idea on the price action. You can still see it. And if that was to happen, that would still be a higher low. Okay. So that would be an amazing buy. And you're basically, you'd be getting it for 30% cheaper than the current price. And also you'll be picking it up after you get all of these people selling. And that's kind of what you want to do. You want to exhaust the sellers, let them leave, be done with it, and then you can buy. Okay. And then they'll probably end up buying back in, but much higher. So I think anyone who's interested in picking this up, that's a really golden opportunity. But just bear in mind, I'm going to ask some questions in the chat in a second. Bear in mind, you have a daily level here. So if anyone wants to just place orders and not think about it, that's a good place to just place orders right there. And actually the whole of this red candle, but some of it's been cleared by this candle that's dropped. So the liquidity of this red candle has been cleared all the way down to here. And you arguably there is a little bit of an SR flip going on here, but you know, different exchanges say different things. So, you know, on MEX, there's a little bit of an SR flip. Someone is spamming the the emoji button. I can see that. I can see you. And then also you got this daily level here. So anyone who's interested in just putting limit orders and not thinking about it, these are the two levels where you can just put your orders and not think about it. And also, obviously, it's also a good idea at the bottom of these wicks as well. At the bottom of wicks is always a good place to buy and sell. Bottom of top of wicks. Okay, if we do get a pullback, we'll see. We'll see where the price exhausts. We'll see how vigorous the selling is, and we'll see how much volume is in the selling. Am I selling? No. Okay, can I sell? Of course, anyone can sell, but I'm not selling. I'm not selling because I'm thinking higher. And so these are the levels of interest, and that's it. I'm not really going to go into much depth because I think it's pretty straightforward. These are the levels of interest. I've just marked them off here for you guys, and probably the best one is going to be this one here at about 5.9 cents if it sneezes that far. And let's see what happens. Probably that would be the really good golden opportunity. Let me just also do a fib pull. Just to have a look at that. Actually, a little bit lower, possibly. The golden opportunity is the SR flip. I just don't think the price is going to get down that far. That's why I'm saying a little bit higher at this 50% mark. Yeah. So potentially, and I don't think this is going to happen, because even if Bitcoin sneezes, we could just kind of range up here a little bit, but who knows? If for some reason this happens, that's a really golden opportunity to buy. And effectively, this is your trade plan. You just have to wait for the reaction. That would be a higher low, potentially. And then you've got something going on here as well. I'm not going to draw it exactly, but you've got something going on. I don't know if this is going to happen. Maybe if Bitcoin starts to pull back, we might see this. Okay. The other thing to bear in mind is that if Bitcoin does pull back, sometimes these smaller cap tokens start to push higher. So that's why I'm not really interested in doing this, in selling. Okay, that's TRVL. That's my TRVL update. Don't really have anything more to say. Any questions on TRVL? I don't really mind pullbacks, to be honest with you, because it just gives people an opportunity to buy who are looking for the pullback. So I know that there are people who are looking to buy into TRVL, and I don't mind if the price pulls back for these people to enter, because there are a group of people in the world who don't like to chase the pump. They like to buy the dips. And so as you can see, look at in this price action, anywhere here would be an amazing opportunity to buy. Okay, about 6 cents. All right, that's my TRVL update. I hope everyone is satisfied by that short